Alright guys, I'm making another video as I've had a few requests on how to do a dual boot with Windows Vista and Windows 7 on the DVD3 computer. Whatever I do right now can be applied to any other computer. It doesn't matter, desktop, laptop, whatever brand, HP, Dell, or something that you made by yourself. So what I'm going to advise to do first is that if you have any files on your hard drive, before you do this, make sure you take out your hard drive, or if possible back it up from the computer. Like say you don't have too many files on the hard drive, you could back it up to a flash drive before you start copying. But in my case, I have a lot of files on this hard drive, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it out, and as you can see, it has regular SATA ports, 3.0 ports, and the regular power supply. So I'm gonna take this hard drive out, put it in a desktop computer, which I have here just specially for this purpose. I built this computer for gaming, but I only end up using it for backups. And as you can see, the cables here, the SATA cable fits in the back of the hard drive. This is the power supply, and we have, that's the data, and this is the power supply. This is what you get with any regular SATA hard drive. I mean, even though it's 2.5, it'll still fit for, it's my bad. I'm sorry. 2.5 and 3.5 hard drives in the SATA variety. It's perfect because it can work either way. It's only ID hard drives that don't work. So see, it works. So what I'm gonna do right now is just turn on the computer and back up all the files I need to back up, and I'll be right back. Okay. Alright, now that that's completed, the next step is to get your copies of Windows Vista. I have my copy of Windows Vista Express Upgrade here. This is slightly different from the retail version because this I got when I bought my laptop. When Vista first came out, I got it as a free upgrade from Windows XP. Now the difference here is that the key that this comes with only works for upgrades, which means I have to have XP installed and then upgrade XP to Vista. Now for the purposes of this demonstration, I'm just gonna use this disk. I'm not gonna be able to install it as a regular installation. I can only install as an upgrade, but I'm gonna use the 30-day trial just to show how this is gonna work. And then you also need your copy of Windows 7. I don't have the link right now for downloading Windows 7, but you can go online to Microsoft.com and you can download the release candidate for Windows 7 from their website. I downloaded a 64-bit version, but the 32-bit version is also available. Okay, so first I'm gonna start by installing Windows Vista. Now I could install Windows 7 first, but being that Windows 7 is a newer operating system, if I install Vista after Windows 7, Vista will probably not recognize Windows 7 and will override all the settings, so it won't have that option to have Windows 7 and Windows Vista show up, and then you can choose which one. So we're gonna start with Vista. Alright, so I'm going to turn my computer on here, and as you know, I've already backed up all the information I need. I still have the operating system installed, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to restart, turn it back on. Make sure you have your computer set to boot from CD, which I don't have right now, so I'm gonna change this. And usually for HP computers, what's going on? Let me see. Alright, For HP computers, usually you just press escape and it'll bring up this menu. And what we need here is boot device options. Now take note please, because even though I pressed escape, that's because I have it set up so that it takes about 5 seconds to show the option to press escape. But if you don't, alright, as I was saying, this option usually you can't get to it because you can get to it, but you have to be really quick. Once you turn on the computer, you have to start pressing escape. I have it set up for 5 seconds, so it takes a little more time, and that you can set from the BIOS. So now what this does is you could choose to check system information, system diagnostics, boot device option, BIOS setup, or system recovery. So what we're going for now is boot device options. So I'm going to press F9 for that, corresponding to what's on the screen, F9. And now I could choose to boot from the internal CD-ROM drive of the computer. Okay. And problem there. So I got it booting up now. So just wait for this to go through. Okay, here we go. We got the menu, and here everything is pretty much standard: English, time, and keyboard method. I mean, depending on where you're from, you could change that if you want. This you could change the language. Well, I guess there's only one language here available, and you could change the currency and format to the countries, and you can also change the country itself. Alright, that's it. So I'm gonna click next here. Then now I want to install Windows, so select install. Give that a second to do its business. Okay, here is where we start. Now, for those of you who have your retail version of Windows Vista, this is where you'll be entering your product key. Now, since I have an upgrade version, I cannot enter my product key in here because it's not gonna work. I'm not upgrading. I'm doing a fresh install, so my key is not gonna work here. So what I'm gonna do is just click next, and what will happen will be there'll be a 30-day trial installed on the computer. And see, do you want to enter your product key now? No. So what the computer is gonna do is to give me an option to choose which one I want to install, and these are all the versions of Windows Vista available on the regular retail disk. Now the problem with this is that even though you could choose whichever one you want, if you did not have a key, it's only gonna install a 30-day retail version. So I'm just gonna select the Home Premium, because Ultimate, there's really nothing great about it. And here, select the box. I have selected the edition of Windows that I purchased. Then click next. Alright, then accept the license terms. I never read that anyway, but you can read through it if you want. Select next, and here you can see this option is grayed out because I'm doing a fresh install. So I'm gonna go with custom, and here is a part that I wanted to talk about. Now, normally if you installing on a fresh hard drive without anything installed on it, it should just have one option here, which will be disk 0 partition 1. Now, because I already have my operating system installed on the computer, that's why it has all those partitions. So what I'm gonna do is to delete everything by going to drive options, and I'm gonna delete each partition one by one. I already backed up my hard drive, so this is not gonna be a problem. Delete this one.